Welcome everybody to another episode of Al's TV. Today we are going to be focusing more on cannabinoid research. So I want to be doing research on different cannabinoids, and then we can drop these videos once a week. And the more that we can learn about these, the more we can give that to you, and you can make your own determinations about what is best for you and your body. The facts are that there hasn't really been enough research done on any of these cannabinoids, really. And so we are all learning this together. And the one thing I will say is that there is such an abundance of cannabinoids and so little information. It's like we slowly learn about this, and really a lot of information comes from anecdotal information, but of course that needs to be backed up by scientific data. So today we are going to be focusing on CBD-A, which is the acid form of CBD. Just to give you a brief synopsis on acidic cannabinoids, basically if to look at like a flow chart of what comes first to last, the starting or the mother cannabinoid is CBG-A, it goes to CBG, and it goes all the way down the list, and it goes to, it splits off to to THCA, CBD-A, and then you have your whole variant side, which is like your THCV-A, CBD-VA, and then they go down the list. So once they decarboxylate, you come from THCA to THC, CBD-A to CBD, and so on and so forth until you get to the bottom of the list, which is CBN. These acidic cannabinoids are different to their successor cannabinoids. What do I mean by that? I mean that, for instance, if you were to eat THCA, you wouldn't get high. If you were to eat, if you were to grind up a cannabis plant and put it in a smoothie, you wouldn't get high. The reason why you, for instance, if you're making edibles, why you would boil the oil, or you put it in an oil and you boil it and you let all the bubbles come out, all those bubbles are carbon dioxide. And when you decarboxylate it, it now becomes orally active. That being said, it means that they are very much different. And so today I wanted to talk about CBD-A, primarily due to the fact that CBD is something that everyone and their mother has heard of. The bioavailability is something that's extremely important when we look at cannabinoids. What do I mean by that? It means when you eat something into your body, how much of it actually is getting absorbed. And the fact of the matter is that when you're eating CBD, only 20% of that is actually making it into your bloodstream. So if you were to eat 100 milligrams of CBD, you're effectively only getting 20 milligrams into your bloodstream. This is something that I can talk about further with regards to nano products as it increases the bioavailability. But today I really want to focus on CBD-A because it's a whole different story than CBD. And from the research that I have done, and I'm going to be putting this together much better with, I can at least give you some of the papers that I've read, and I'll leave that in the description below. There needs to be far more research done on these acidic cannabinoids, especially CBD-A compared to CBD. And there was over 600 publications of CBD articles with regards to CBD from 1960 to 2020. And if you look at that in comparison to CBD-A, there was only 30 articles done. So there really isn't that much research on it, even though it seems to be far better than CBD. CBD-A, similar to Delta-8, is actually being proven to be very effective at inhibiting vomiting. So it's an antiemetic, it's an anti-inflammatory, and just touching on the anti-inflammatory, if any of you use ibuprofen or Panadol or stuff like that, what they are doing is that they are inhibiting the COX-2 enzyme. So CBD-A basically does the same thing as what an ibuprofen would do, or at least targeting the same areas that stop, or that basically aid in anti-inflammatory properties. So that in itself is huge. So coming back to the list, we've got CBD-A. Whatever CBD is, CBD-A does it better. It's up to 100 times more bioavailable. So that in itself is huge, because that means that you can use far less CBD-A and get the same results as you would with CBD. Coming back to the different properties of it. So first of all, the ability to inhibit vomiting. It is an antiemetic, so in the same way with regards to motion sickness, acts as an anti-inflammatory, an anti-convulsant. So think of epileptic fits, there's Dravet syndrome, and it also can act as an anti-carcinogenic. And I was also trying to find some research with regards to suppositories and how it works very effectively on Crohn's disease, and or it may affect Crohn's disease, I should be saying. And when we went to, if you looked at some of our other videos with Owls in the Wild, or Owls on Tour I should say, we went to visit a facility that was primarily focused on CBD-A suppositories, and I learned there, again, anecdotal information, that CBD-A, similar to THCA, when it's used in suppositories, can just give unbelievable relief. And even with THCA, you're talking about, you could be taking 1,000 milligrams of THCA. It's not decarboxylating and getting you high. It never goes through your gastro system. So there is no conversion of it into D9 or anything like that. So coming back to just talking about these properties, I mean, just taking some some little snippets out of a couple of journals, but research that was published in the Frontiers in Integrative Neuroscience showed that CBD-A achieves anti-seizure activities by interfacing with the serotonin receptors. Interestingly, CBD-A binds to the 5-HT1A serotonin receptor with 100-fold greater affinity than CBD. Another thing is that I found that CBD-A was found to be a major inhibitor of highly aggressive human breast cancer cell migration. And I will put that paper below this video. The other thing is that CBD-A may help to induce inflammation related to a host of diseases by blocking enzymes that catalyze the reaction. The cannabinoid acid inhibits COX-2 enzymes, the same proteins targeted by non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. So just like I was saying at the start about ibuprofen. For any of you that may be going through any pain or trying to find a way out, and the beauty about this is it doesn't get you high. So there's a lot of people who don't want to have any sort of effect, right? It's not like people take ibuprofen because they want to get a buzz. They want to take ibuprofen because it provides inflammatory benefits, anti-inflammatory benefits. And so as we learn more about this, we want to make sure that we are sharing that information with you. And I hope that you found this information useful today. If you have any questions, or if you've even done your own research and you want to leave some comments below about that, please let me know. And we'll go from there, everyone. If there's other cannabinoids you want me to focus on either, if you've heard some information, I can at least do my own research and see what information I can give you. But the goal here is to provide as much information to you as possible that we can find. The last thing I'll add with CBD-A is that with regards to it being used as a topical, it is superior to CBD. And we'll be dropping a line soon with CBD acid as a topical to really help in inflammation and any of those, like you've got itches, any sort of rashes or stuff like that. CBD-A is something that can greatly help. So I hope you found this information useful today. Thank you for watching Owls. And if you're one of the multitude of people who doesn't subscribe to our channel but watches the videos, maybe now's the time. Thank you very much. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this week's video. If you like the content and want to see more, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel to keep up to date with every new video as they're released. And don't forget to leave a comment if you want to be entered into our weekly giveaway to get some Owls products. Congratulations to this week's winner. Please make sure to reach out to us on Instagram to claim your prize. Thanks again for watching, everybody. See you next week.